Minimalism, once turned inward, offers many benefits, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing 4 of them. Part of the reason that these benefits exist on the inside is because minimalism, when practiced on the soul, is in many ways mindfulness. And if you're familiar with mindfulness or mindfulness meditation, then some of these parallels will be quite obvious to you. If mindfulness is not something that you are well versed in or have much practice with, then you might find that this video is very illuminating. So the 4 benefits of minimalism once turned inward, we'll start with number 1, and that is minimalism helps with mental chatter. Now we know that minimalism helps with anxiety from a visual and external perspective. When we have too much in our environment, our mind feels burdened down, overwhelmed, and weighed down almost by all that which is around us. And we feel so much more free, let's say, when we're staring at the clear blue sky or at a completely white whiteboard. We just feel creative. We feel unencumbered. Likewise, once minimalism is applied internally, it gives us a clean slate mentally for creativity, cultivating certain thought patterns, contemplation. Now, obviously, it takes practice, as does being a minimalist even externally, such as not giving into consumerism, even when it's thrown in our face often. It takes effort, yes, to practice minimalism internally and to have success with limiting the mental chatter. And to be clear, a reason why we would want to minimize the mental chatter we have is because if we're thinking thoughts that we don't want to think, or having thoughts on loop in our mind, then we're not in control of our thoughts, and all actions ultimately stem from thoughts. We typically think before we act. At least we should. That's what we were taught as kids, right? The second benefit from internal minimalism is being able to clear the cobwebs on the emotional clutter that we may have. Sometimes we're not even aware of the emotional weight or baggage that we may be carrying. We may have bitterness and not be able to put our thumb on it because it's not something that we consciously recognize every day. And if we have that, let's say in this example, bitterness or even anger, and it's below the conscious threshold and it's more in our subconscious, it is still going to be affecting us, but we're not going to be able to identify how or where this negativity is coming from. But practicing minimalism frees up mental bandwidth in our mind, in our soul, so that we can see the root cause, the source, the roots beneath the surface for some of the attitudes and moods that we're experiencing. Minimalism, practiced internally, benefit number 3, peacefulness. What an amazing thing, being at peace. Genuine contentment and delight in the present moment. Peacefulness is present awareness, living in the now, and minimalism of the mind allows this. Mindfulness allows this. It allows us to be here without a striving for things to be different. And the last benefit we're going to be discussing in this video for internal minimalism is gratitude. Much has been said about gratitude online and in books over the past several years, and the grand majority of those things that have been said already are absolutely true. But sometimes knowing the good we ought to do and practicing that good are 2 distant things separated by a very uncomfortable bridge over rushing waters, and the bridge is shaky. And though we know we need to get across, that inertia and barrier oftentimes keeps us from making that journey. Minimalism, practiced internally, helps us to cultivate gratitude that we all know we need to incorporate into our daily lives. We all intuitively know that without gratitude, all of our efforts are in vain. If we never smell the roses, there's never a reason to buy the roses. If we're not going to enjoy that which we pursue or attain, it's all in vain and we're better off doing nothing. But gratitude makes our efforts worthwhile. But cultivating gratitude is actually something we don't even need to pursue. It's more of a surrender or a welcoming of what's already here. Gratitude is the proverbial key that unlocks happiness. It's an organic feeling of appreciation that arises from not striving for more or for anything to be different. Rather, it's a gentle appreciation for what already is. It can be as simple as an autumn-colored butterfly fluttering by, or a freckle in a cute place on your partner, or the pleasurable tickle of the wind on your face as you close your eyes and feel the warm sun upon your cheeks. These moments are simple and yet cultivate profound gratitude. And the key takeaway for this video is that gratitude is always available to us. It's an ever-present friend, a helpful companion, and a gift from God. If you enjoyed this video, I would ask that you consider subscribing. I'm really enjoying making these videos for y'all and hoping to build a community of different thinking people who share their thoughts, and we're able to, through information aggregation, grow in wisdom. Have an awesome day, y'all. I'll see you in the next video.